Happy Sunday, everyone. It's Omnibus Jax. All right, so let's talk about the Queen Alien. It's just come up because of the Prime 1, diorama Queen Alien that was announced. And I want to discuss the Queen Alien, what I would want, and some old grails that are actually, I think, way better than what we've seen from modern companies about the Queen Alien. So, the Queen Alien bust from Sideshow was actually my original statue I saw when I was probably about 18. And that was what got me into statue collecting. I was like, I would love to have these statues. Of course, that was when the original Jungle Hunter came out, the Cinema Cat, and all the Sideshow Alien 3 statues from the Royal Facehugger, the Queen Embryo, all of those things were coming out, and I wanted them so bad. So the Queen Alien bust from Sideshow, which is actually from the molds of Stan Winston, as far as I know. This one, it goes for a lot these days, like $3,000 to $5,000. It's quarter scale. This one, to me, is the best Queen Alien statue to date, like, period. Like, I just think it looks so good. The whole dynamic pose, considering this is like a 20-year-old statue, I think it looks so good. The paint job is like what you would expect, but the sculpt and the ferocity of the Queen is, come on, you can't help but just look at it. Especially like the length of the crown, the whole top of the crown is just incredible. And the arms flayed out in the sides. Now, what we could get today, if someone was going to do this, the face part that's attached to the crown could be switch outs, magnetic switch outs with closed mouth, open mouth, extended mouth. And you could even have switch out arms. You could have the little arms facing different directions. The arms in the back could be going forward and down, or having like grabbing hands, or upside down. There's so many options. This was another one by Sideshow, which was like they paired it with a power loader, but I wasn't into the Ripley that was in that. But the Queen itself here, like in that scene running, I think it was like I envisioned it like chasing Ripley when she goes into the garage door, But like here, even this is better than the Queen Aliens we get these days. Just the design, not the paint apps, maybe not the texture, but the whole, like, as a statue to have in your display. A maquette's cool, but it looks more like a model, when you have all of that stuff going on. But if you look at the Queen, there's so many options with like her face and the crown options and everything. That front piece, that's the face, could easily be switched out. It could come right out like magnetic, and you could have so many options with the crown ornament on top of her head, with the arms and everything. And then you look at the other options with the mouth. The arms, you could have them coming in across the chest. You could have them go. I just don't understand how companies haven't done this, And sure, she's massive, so you could do it non-scale bust, or you do it in a quarter. I think a quarter scale is probably the best for her. 1/3, I think, would just be too big. It's been done before, but it was an AVP one, which I'm not into all that. I think the 86 Queen is where it's at. But just the way the Queen, when I was a kid, and I remember when I first saw it, and some people don't like the Queen. I don't think Ridley Scott likes the Queen because, he's pretty much tried to retcon her every step of the way in his prequel films. But when I was a kid and I saw the Queen Alien, I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. Having her go against Ripley and beat the shit out of each other was just awesome. It was like mother versus mother, and both protecting their like babies, sort of thing, with Newt and the Queen trying to continue her colony or whatever. But I just don't get how these companies are not able to capture her correctly. She always looks so docile and like just there. She doesn't look ferocious. She doesn't look like what we saw on screen. Every moment that we saw the Queen on screen was terrifying. She was like pissed half the time, And I just think that she could easily be like a Grail statue in today's terms. Maybe we just have to wait on a company to, get inspired enough, or fans to, demand her enough. I just think there's so many options. Like this face right here, you look at those teeth coming together, and her jaw moved forward. So, like, the sculpt that we saw with the most recent Prime 1 announcement, her teeth aren't aligned that she's going to overbite, which I've, like, recognized. All they took was the rogue alien queen and just closed the mouth digitally, which I just don't think for $8,000 that's worth it. But her jaw moves forward in scenes, and that's when the teeth lock together, and they're able to get those shots for the film. But I mean, even here, where she's stepping out of the dropship, just do the back of the ship and have her stepping out as like that iconic moment with the tail in the background. You don't have to have Ripley in the shot, but it's just the queen herself stepping out from behind the dropship. I mean, even this is the old Stan Winston sculpt for her, and the detail work and so on and so forth. I just think that this could be this statue, this design, and this character deserves so much more, especially in 2026, than what we're seeing. I'm hoping we can get a bust of her with all her details and everything, because I just think the Queen Alien is underrated, underutilized, and she could be phenomenal. I mean, a full scale of her from the side would be really cool, easy to display. So give me your thoughts. I think we need to see more from the Queen Alien, especially since we got like, what was that T-Rex from Jurassic World or whatever it was recently? That was like massive. I mean, it was huge, and the price wasn't so bad. I mean, could you imagine how? I mean, I'm not asking for that; it'd be too big for my display. But they can do that, but they can't seem to get a Queen Alien correct. I don't know. It just seems odd to me. Give me your thoughts.